Hi, thank you everybody for coming. And I'm showing Julie is here, Kelly is here, Dan's here, Cheryl is here, Eva's here, and Kirsten is here. Again, thank you everybody for coming. My topic today is communication strategies for conflict at the teller line. Looking at conflict and personality types, it's a key to proper communication in our lives. When we can analyze our personality types and our conflict mode, we can take an honest look at ourselves and be able to deal with life and be able to deal with conflict at an honest level. We can function at a stronger, more empowering style to get our point across and to be able to be more comfortable in conflict. Our minds are amazing at creating different reality for ourselves, and our imaginations can run wild. This can cause us to want to avoid conflict. Right now I want to look at the reasons that we do avoid conflict. Think about your lives and think about your job as I state these. According to Tim Ernstine, The Coward's Guide to Conflict, the 10 fears that contribute to irrational fears toward conflict are fear of harm, fear of rejection, fear of the loss of a relationship, fear of anger, fear of being seen as selfish, being fearful of saying the wrong thing. I'm always guilty for that one. Fear of failing, fear of hurting someone else, fear of getting what you want, and fear of intimacy. And when I was looking at these, I was thinking a lot of the different customers that we have. I was thinking a lot about changes that I've experienced in my life. You know, once I've gotten what I've wanted, when I've made a change, I've gone right back to where I was before. So, fear of change. So, now that you can understand of how we can create our fears irrationally, let's take a look at what we do with our anger and what we do with our behaviors. According to Casey Howley in the book 10 Make or Break Career Moments, we can learn that the only behavior we can change in conflict is our own. By changing our own behavior, we change the dynamic of the negativity that's going on. But do keep in mind that the amount of reasoning or information going on cannot stop an antagonist. They will keep going. You can't. There's really nothing you can do with them. Taking an about face on our own part can help change the entire feeling of a difficult verbal exchange. There are many different types of personalities. They're radically different from our own. So we do have a lot of different types of personalities that diversify everything. We actually improve our communication strategy by learning to watch other personality styles. We can watch their differences and then accept them as different. Don't accept them as wrong just because they're different than our own. Just accept them for what they are and move on and try to deal with that. Just try to change and adjust your own personality and your own conflict dealing mode to be able to move forward with the conflict. Now that you see that each of us operates in a different personality style every day, let's look at the differences. According to the DISC Classic Personal Profile System, we have 4 different personality styles. These are on page 7 of the profile. There's dominance. The emphasis on dominance is shaping the environment by overcoming opposition to accomplish results. They're domineering. They're going to take over to get what they want. Influential is emphasis on shaping the environment by influencing or persuading others. That's like a politician or a judge. Steadiness is emphasizing on cooperating with others while existing or within existing circumstances to carry out a task. That's going to be somebody along the lines of a customer service representative or like a supervisor. Conscientiousness is an emphasis on working conscientiously within existing circumstances to ensure quality and accuracy. That's going to be an accountant, a teller in that area. Each of these personalities exists in each of us at different levels. Look at me. I'm a high steadiness, then then I'm influential, then conscientious, and then lowest of all is dominance. The students in my class that studied conflict and used this DISC profile system found it the best use to give it to life, to be able to work with these different styles at work and at their personal lives. Now that we understand the personality types of the DISC personality profile system, let's look at the Thomas-Kilmann conflict mode. In the Thomas-Kilmann conflict mode, it talks about how to deal with conflict, and we use 2 dimensions. This is within the booklet. They have assertiveness, which is competing and collaborating. They talk about cooperativeness, which is avoiding and accommodating. Then finally, the best of both dimensions, or all the dimensions, is compromising. Each method of dealing with the conflict is self-explanatory. When we compete, we're competitive. When we collaborate, we kind of force our way. When we avoid conflict. When we accommodate, we give the other person what they want. We usually don't get what we want at all. But with compromising, we work together. We come up with an equal resolution to the conflict. Sometimes we give up a little bit, but usually we both get what we want. Now that we have looked at the 5 conflict handling modes that there are, we can now take a more personal look at ourselves to handle conflict at the teller line. In order to give ourselves some accountability, I suggest that we call a friend or a supervisor and share with them and set goals rather than change, so that we can change how we deal with various personalities and conflicts. To make sure that you check, and to make sure that you check from time to time to be sure that you're staying on track. Ask your supervisor or your friend if you can contact them if this journey becomes difficult for you, so that they can help you readjust what you're doing. As you see your life becoming more positive, you can learn to face your fear of conflict, and your confidence will increase as you practice and grow in your skills. And we still have Julie and Kelly and Dan. And we still have Cheryl. Oh, I'm sorry, Dan. Eva, Kristen, and again, Dan. Thank you, everybody, for your time.
Thank you. You're welcome.